I want to talk about Donda.
Okay.
So,
And like I said, I don't have much to contribute to it because I did not listen to it.
yeah,
But
Shannon,
no, go ahead.
I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear what's after this, but go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I've heard mixed things about it. So I was gonna say, you go ahead.
Yeah, so exactly. So Donda is the name of Kanye West's new album. I think it's like 26 or 27 tracks. It's like an hour and 50 minutes long. And it is getting mixed reviews, right? So mixed reviews are, some people are saying that it's really good, and some people say that is really bad, right? Versus what I would call a mid review would be, there's a general consensus that it's okay, right? It's more mixed review than people saying that it's okay, right? I'm in the camp that says Donda is a phenomenal album. I love it. And hearing certain people that I respect who aren't Kanye West fans say that it's a phenomenal album kind of reassured me that it wasn't just my Kanye fandom clouding my judgment, and it was an actually a good project. But I wanted to talk about a couple of conversations happening around Kanye and around Donda that I think have larger societal implications that need to be fleshed out. Right.
Okay.
So Shannon, one of the things happening right now is people believing that because of Kanye West's past, his previous support of Donald Trump, MAGA, his comments about slavery was a choice, a bunch of things that he has done and said, that you are a bad black person for listening to Kanye West's music, right? What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I'm a little confused at the community, the black communities, their take on Kanye, because it's just like everyone was mad at him when that whole thing was going on, when he was like sort of meeting with Trump and when he was making all those stupid controversial comments. Okay, well, a lot of other people were mad at him, but then it's like when his album drops, I hear no mention of these past things. So I'm just like, what's going on? Like, do we support Kanye? Do we not support him? I don't really know. I don't know. And like, I don't really care. I don't have really a stance on it. It's not, I just haven't listened to the album because I haven't gotten, like, I don't really care to listen to it at this point. So that's why I haven't. But that's just what I've observed. And I'm just confused as to what are we doing with Kanye?
So basically, Shannon's saying in a lot of words that most of y'all full of shit. And I agree. And I do agree. And here's why I agree, right? Now, I'm a black person who I don't subscribe to most of like the ways that black people think, right? So like my motto in life is, if black people say go left, I go right. I think you guys are wrong a lot of the time.
Okay.
So I do. I look who y'all vote for. I'm like, I don't know. Y'all voted for Bill Clinton, the man who put a bunch of people in jail. Yeah, I was
who
out
voted
here.
For Bill Clinton?
Black people, a bunch of black people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, who
they got excited.
Like, no one in our generation voted for Bill Clinton.
Our parents did. They got excited because he played the saxophone. He was cool. they out here voting for people like Joe Biden in the DNC primary. I don't know why, but y'all did, and I'm upset. So once again, my motto in life is, if black people say go left, I go right. And I feel like if, by doing that, my life is actually, shaped out to be pretty okay compared to the rest of y'all. Right now, I'm with you, Shannon. It's a bunch of bullshit, generally speaking. But for the few people who are holding us to the fire, the Kanye West's fans like myself, there's a conversation. Do you know who Chrisette Michelle is? So do you remember her?
I saw her. Yeah, I saw her tweet.
Okay, so just for the audience, explain kind of the Chrisette Michelle stuff.
I don't really know the whole story. I just saw her tweet. Wasn't she just saying that like if she was wondering why she is not uncanceled when Kanye is uncanceled?
So Chrisette Michelle, I think she sang for Trump's inauguration or something like that, right? She performed for Trump and she got in a lot of trouble and she got quote unquote canceled. And somebody had tweeted that if Kanye is uncanceled, then Chrisette Michelle should be uncanceled. And so then Chrisette Michelle commented and saying that she ponders why she is canceled and why Kanye West isn't canceled, and Kanye West endorsed Trump and she didn't, and a bunch of stuff. And so, what are your thoughts on Chrisette Michele stuff. You know, why do you think she has been quote unquote canceled and Kanye hasn't been canceled? And just your general
I don't even know
Shannon.
why she's canceled. What did she do? I don't even know why she's canceled.
Well, she performed Trump's. She sang for Trump's inauguration.
Oh,
she did something to support the Trump presidency or perform for Trump in some type of way. I don't remember verbatim, but I think she got paid some money as well, and that's why she got quote unquote canceled.
It all comes down to popularity, to be quite honest. I just think that Kanye and his music are more popular than Chrisette Michele and her music, so people care about him more, honestly.
Do you think it matters that she's a Black woman?
I mean, I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like that might have something to do with it, but I just feel like it's more of like. I just feel like it comes down to how much people cared about you in the first place. You know what I mean?
So if you had a super large fan base, you can kind of withstand certain setbacks versus if you were somebody that didn't have a huge platform, it's harder for you to recover.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that point. And what I wanted to say to the people that are saying that it's unfair that because there's an argument being had right now that Kanye West is escaping accountability versus Chrisette Michele because Chrisette Michele is a Black woman and we hold Black women to a higher standard. And I actually agree with that statement. Mm-hmm. But here's the problem, though. To the Black people saying that the world holds Black women to a high standard. Yes, they do. The world is you, though. It's y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all should stop doing that. That's what I want to say. Like they're mad at us because they want us to act like them. But I'm like, no, y'all the problem. Y'all the ones that believe that because someone sings and raps that they have to share your own political ideology or move the way that you think that they should move. And if they don't, you want to penalize them. Mm-hmm. Y'all do that, Black people, especially Black women. Y'all are the queens of this stuff.
Oh God. Okay.
It's true. Chrisette Michele's fan base is Black women. Mm-hmm. Kanye West's fan base is white people, Black men, and then sprinkling some Black women. Mm-hmm. Right? I think we actually are doing this the right way. I don't care that man was a Trump supporter. It's his politics. Like, what does his personal politics have to do with how I feel about his music? Mm-hmm. There's no connection there. And so I believe we should actually uncancel Chrisette Michele. And I'm asking for the Black women who helped cancel her. How about y'all do the work to uncancel her? We can't keep talking in these abstract terms about the world does this thing where they hold Black women to a higher level of accountability. Yes, you are the world. Y'all help her out, help her sister out. And you know what, Chrisette Michele, you was tripping. You know, our bad. She would probably really appreciate it. And so to my Kanye point, people are saying that we shouldn't be listening to his music because of his past transgressions. I think that's ridiculous. I judge the artist by the art. I don't judge the artist by what they think about anything else. Now, I'm someone who actually happens to agree with a lot of Kanye's political opinions and political thoughts. Like I said, I think Black people politically are ridiculous, and how y'all move throughout the world. So if I had to follow somebody, I'd probably follow him over y'all, but that's a conversation another day. The second thing I wanted to ask you, Shannon. So Kanye West, he put Marilyn Manson and Dababy on a track called Jail, right? Now, Dababy is, got in trouble because of his comments that were deemed homophobic or whatever. And Marilyn Manson is facing like abuse charges, right? Against women.
Yes.
And he got in trouble for that. And so people are saying that because of that, we should have listened to the album. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that is a little problematic. I don't know why. Why did he put them? I don't know. Dababy. I don't really care for him at all or his comments. But like, I feel like maybe like he could have got away with that a little bit. But why Marilyn Manson? Why? I don't understand. What was the purpose of putting him on your album?
So I would ask you this though: why does Dababy get a pass, but not Marilyn?
I don't know. Just because, like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's past. I'm just saying like I can understand like why he could have slipped in there, because like that just happened, and like I don't know, but like I don't really know like why Marilyn Manson. I just don't understand. My logic really doesn't make sense. I didn't hear the song. I didn't even actually know that both of them are on the song too. You just said that, but I just don't understand why. Like, why did he put him on there?
I get what you're saying, but I'm asking why. Okay, so do you think he?
Also, it's interesting that that song made it onto the album when a lot of other artists were saying that they had songs on that album and the songs got cut from the album.
Kanye did them a favor. That Soulja Boy verse was horrible. I heard it. It was horrible. It was so bad. I mean it. It was horrible, Shannon. Like that thing was. Kanye must have heard that verse and he was like, "Oh my god!" Now he did mess up because, you know, Kanye is probably like non-confrontational like me. So you know, it's hard to tell somebody, "Yo, that was awful."
I mean, I don't really know how Soulja Boy even made it onto one of his tracks in the first place. I feel like they don't mesh together artistically.
He definitely did on that song. But back to my point. See, my politics are, Shannon, I think this is gonna be viewed as problematic, but once again, this is like one of those things where I'm proud of myself because I'm consistent. I feel like if you are a free man or woman, free as you're not in prison, you should be able to do whatever you want. I'm serious. Y'all don't want to be making these little rules that you apply to people based off of how you feel about them. Mm-hmm. Do you listen to Chris Brown, Shannon?
Yeah, I mean, not actively. I listen to his songs. Like, I don't change the channel when he comes on the radio.
Okay, do you feel like Chris Brown should be allowed to make music?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think it's
I'm not saying that anyone shouldn't be allowed to make music. That's not what I'm saying. I never said that.
But would you look at Kanye funny? Because Chris Brown was one of the features.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why isn't his past problematic? No one was complaining about Chris being on an album, but they were complaining about Dababy and Marilyn Manson. So I'm at like, so why?
That's a good point.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Y'all don't have any type of logic behind how y'all feel. Y'all just feel a bunch of random shit. Mm-hmm. And so, for me, I believe you, as long as you're free. If R. Kelly beats this in an alternate universe, right? Let's assume R. Kelly beats all of these kids. Like, he's going to jail. That, he's done. he should be trying to find a way to pay somebody to kidnap him and and bring him to Bali, where Russell Simmons is at, right? That should be his game plan. He's going down. But let's say in an alternate universe, he somehow beat all of these cases and he was a free person. My politics say if you want to create some new music and release the album, he should be allowed to. And I'm consistent about it.
I mean, yeah. No one should not be able to make music. It's up to you if you want to listen to the music or not. But like, you know, whatever.
That's my position. But I don't feel like the people who choose to listen to that person are bad black people. No. If you want to listen to whoever you want to listen to, I think that's your own personal politics, because I'm not playing morality police with my music. Because if I did, a bunch of people that I love would be off my playlist. Marvin Gaye. I love Marvin Gaye. He's problematic. Chris Brown, problematic. James Brown, problematic. Like, I love these dudes, but they are problematic. And so the personal politics that are being used to kind of shame Kanye West fans, I think is dumb. But I think it speaks to a larger problem that black people have with allowing us to be individuals and free-thinking people. There's this need that y'all have, black women, to control how people feel, how people should relate to black artists. And I think it's annoying. And I just do. Like, I want to ask you, why do y'all do that, Shannon? Why do you and your black sisters feel this need to control everybody?
I don't feel the need to control everyone, and I can't really speak to that because I don't really know what you're talking about.
Wait a minute. You don't think that you don't see this trend amongst black women that they need to they're constantly trying to shame people to vote a certain type of way, or to shame people to think you don't see that, Shannon, realistically? I mean, we had an entire election of people saying that if you didn't vote for Biden, you were a sellout or a coon.
Was that black women saying that? Were they leading the charge on that? Because I feel like I didn't notice that.
I noticed it. I saw a whole bunch of weave and women dictating that we should move a certain type of way. And my point is, I think black men have the right approach on this one. Y'all the problems. And so y'all should really let Chrisette Michele out of the house so she could play. I think it's rude what y'all doing. I think it is.
Stop saying y'all, because I'm not doing anything.
And my last point that I want to make about the Kanye album that I love, by the way.
Okay.
Is it possible, Shannon, for an album to be great, even if it does not have what I would call replay value? Now, here's what I mean. I enjoy the album. I play a bunch of songs a lot. Jail, the joint with Lauryn Hill, Keep My Spirit Alive, 24, Off the Grid, Hurricane, there's a bunch of songs off the track that I love, right? I love at least half the album. Like probably 14 songs if I remember what I was counting.
That's what everyone says, though. Everyone says that they only like half of it.
Well, the problem is there's like a bunch of part 2 songs on the track. So it's 27, but like 4 of the tracks, like quote unquote part 2s, which are kind of alternative versions of songs that are on the album.
Okay.
But once again, it's a 27 track album. Like Usher's album Confessions was like what, 24 songs? I don't like all 24 of them songs, but I love that album. Like I love
I know, but like it's just interesting that you said like half, because that's what most people have been saying.
But how much of an album that's that long do you usually love, though?
That's true. Okay, like, you're right.
The album that you love, all of it is like what? Like 11 songs. Like, Michael Jackson's Off the Wall Thriller, like 11, 12 songs. When you get to like double digit, like 25, 26, but once again, I love at least like 14 of those tracks that I play fairly consistently. But once again, my question to you is, though, even if an album doesn't have replay value, does that mean it's a bad album? Because I feel like part of what Kanye is trying to do with this album was have an experience. Because once again, an hour and 50 minutes, I don't care how good the shit is. I ain't listening to something for 2 hours like every day. That's a lot of time. Yeah. But what if an album can be received the same way you receive a movie? A great movie, you only watch a great movie like what? Maybe 2 times, 3 times a year. And so if someone created an album, Shannon, that was very long, you listen to it, you enjoy the musical journey that you went on, but you didn't play it that often, maybe like a couple of times a month, can that be a great album?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that the replay value, like the replay value as a whole, because like it's not like you're not listening to songs here and there sprinkled in your playlist. You know what I mean? I don't really know. Like I don't personally sit there and listen to whole albums like over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people don't do that. So no.
So what percentage? But you would agree that you have to have some replay value from like some songs, to be deemed a great album.
Yeah, if you listen to an album once and then you never listen to any of the songs off the album again, I feel like it's not a great album. You know what I mean? But
agreed. So what percentage of an album has to be replayable for it to be like a great album? So like if you have an album, for me, my metric is half. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say half. Half is good.
If you release a 10-track album, if 5 of the songs, now it depends on how good they are, right? Because I need 5 songs that blow me away, and to me it's a great album. If it's half that I enjoy listening to, but it's just okay, then it's okay, you know. But I feel like Kanye with this Donda album, he's really trying to paint a picture, and Joe Budden used the word that it's like Hamilton. And I think that was a perfect description, because it doesn't feel like an album. It feels like you're going on this musical journey that really, for me anyway, touches my soul. Like, it's a very soulful album. So I'm looking forward to Drake's album that's coming out, I hope it comes out at midnight tonight. But I know for a fact it's not going to touch me the way that Donda did, because that's not what it's designed to do.
No, I mean, it'll be good, but Drake is by no means a lyrical genius.
Well, no, he's more lyrical. No, he's more of a lyrical genius than Kanye West. I think what you're looking for is Drake is not really talking about anything worth a damn, really.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant by that. Yeah,
his wordplay is phenomenal. Like, you know, but to your point,
I meant he's not saying anything in his music.
Anything too deep.
Anything substantial. Yeah.
Anymore, I would say. His early stuff, I do think was very like some of his songs did touch me a little bit, but like
what songs? Wait, which songs really touched you?
The one that he had
I'm just curious.
Take a Shot for Me. Remember that song? I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, okay.
You know what? That one was a good one. You might have got me on this, Shannon. I'm trying to think of a bunch of. You know, the problem is I enjoy his music, but it's about a bunch. It's about women and it's surface level stuff.
Yeah,
but it's fun to listen to. It sounds good. Versus, I feel like the Kanye stuff. Even if you don't like Donda, go to like Kanye's catalog. It's deeper music, like Runaway, you know, Through the Wire, like Diamonds Are Forever. Like, you know, those are actual like soulful rap that kind of hits the soul. And so, I think with Donda, really, you know, I think Donda's going to end up being kind of like 808s Part 2, right? I hated 808s when it came out. I couldn't stand.
I didn't. That wasn't my favorite album.
But now it's kind of viewed as a groundbreaking album that changed the direction of hip hop because of the singing and all of that stuff that he was able to do on 808s and Heartbreaks. So I think Donda is going to be received the same way. And so, I'm not going to belabor the point too long, but I love Donda, but I think the politics and stuff around it that people are using to try to shame people from listening to it, I think y'all should stop doing that, Shannon. So if you could tell your sisters to stop, that would be much appreciated. And
I want Tobias to stop saying y'all. Like I have
I'm just saying, to do with this. It's just black women. If y'all could leave us alone, no, it's black women is gay people. If y'all could leave us alone, and just be no fun on your own island, since y'all the fun police all the time, just have no fun on your own side of the island. Leave the fun people like myself, and we can have all this fun over here. And y'all could go and talk about intersectionality and all that stuff on y'all side of the island. I think you know things would be better.